Hello everyone, it's your boy Hector, aka Zeroni HD, and welcome back to the Zeroni HD Rips channel. As y'all can see here today, we have the 2022 Mosaic Football. These are going to be the value packs. These are 15 cards per pack, 12 packs per these white boxes. If you haven't seen these already, been out for quite a while. Just come in packets just like this. These are going to have your Mosaic Parallel and your Mosaic Pink Camo. So that's going to be what we're hunting for. Ultimately, what we are looking for in these is the Genesis Parallel. As we all know, I guess you could call case hit. For sure, definitely rare. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way because we are going to have no room for that. As you can see, got quite a bit of cards. Let's see, as we can see here, you got your base set, your 250, 100 base rookies, National Pride base, so forth. And let's see, we can also look for the honeycomb parallels right here. And as I was talking about the Genesis, I don't think there's any other. I mean, we can try to hit a razzle dazzle as well. There are gold black rookie scripts in here. I mean, quite a bit of stuff you can get here. Mosaic, nice mid-end chrome set. I think it doesn't get as much love as it should. Compared to the 2023, though, I don't know how I feel about the 2023 new Mosaic release. I've watched a couple of videos, been in a couple of breaks regarding those, and I feel indifferent. I definitely favor 2022 and 2021 Mosaic over 2023. Something about this year's Mosaic, as far as football goes, I'm not 100% sure about. Basketball seems to be a decent enough set, at least with what they're doing with basketball. I know they got rid of the debuts and just made your base rookies, whereas football, they kept the debuts, but they made them horizontal instead of vertical. Which, okay, I get it, you know, differentiate the difference between the two. But, I don't know, just something about that I just don't like. Let's see, let's go ahead. It's going to take some time to get all these out of the pack just to save us some time from having to open each one over and over again. See, this is a draft class that everyone has pretty much, it seems like we're done ripping, but this is, we're looking for Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy, although first two games, Kenny Pickett definitely is looking kind of rough, so are we really trying to hit him? I'm not 100% sure. But I know it has been a rough 2 games from him, but there's still plenty of football to be played. And the Steelers have a good defense that can carry him, and all he has to do is, you know, make completions and run the offense. There's not a lot that I guess you could say to screw up on, but I mean, you know, we've seen some bad QB jobs, so, you know, it could happen. I have quite a bit of Kenny Pickett, so definitely I am, you could say I'm rooting for him, because if not, all the Kenny Picketts that I have, definitely down the drain. Now, Brock Purdy, on the other hand, seems like, while the 49ers, they have an amazing defense, seems like he's also able to hold his own on the offensive end and score great. So definitely, any Brock Purdy's we hit in here is definitely going to be a huge plus. And then, of course, you have your wide receivers of this class, Garrett Wilson, great week 1. Chris Olave, great week 1, great week 2. Same, and then, well, Garrett Wilson, he just had the, I was about to start getting into that one. He had the unfortunate matchup of, you know, the Cowboys defense and Aaron Rodgers going down and having Zach Wilson. I mean, Zach Wilson, I've talked about it in past videos. Sleeper investment, I just just like everyone else. Just did not think he would be thrown into the fire this early. Maybe a year or two behind Aaron, and then Aaron retires. But, you know, things happen. It's football. You know, franchise, quote-unquote franchise or starting QB gets injured, next man up. And that's just kind of the reality he's facing right now. So, I still think Zach Wilson's a decent investment. I mean, you can tell definitely when he's on the field, he's slinging it more with more confidence, while some of those, are they completed or are they risky throws? Yes, and they don't pan out sometimes, but I mean, you can definitely tell Zach Wilson, you can tell the demeanor is a little different. And now that I'm finally got these unraveled, we can go ahead and start ripping into these. Really, looks like I'm pulling off like the, I don't know, the art here off the pack. All right. And of course, you know, this is design. We all know it. All right. DeForest Buckner. Speaking of Kenny Pickett, there we go on his NFL debut. Jonathan Taylor. Mixon. Kelsey. Miles Sanders. Derek Carr. Devontae Wyatt. Trayvon Walker. And then here's our green mosaic, DeAndre Swift. Now, Philadelphia Eagle, he had a very good game. Was it against the Vikings? I think it was where he got big yardage, but definitely a good game for him. Dawson Knox on our pink camo. Ryan Tannehill and a Hassan Haskins. All right. Eric Dickerson and a Derek Carr on the bang. I've already seen some of the openings, and Derek Carr in those new mosaics. He's in his Saints uniform, and it's definitely weird to see, you know, when players move. Still, it takes some time to get used to that. I mean, when I first saw the cards with Aaron Rodgers in his Jets jersey, definitely felt weird after all those years of being in a Packers jersey. All right, we got Tony Baselli. Oh, my hand slipped a little bit. I'm not sure if that is a Genesis. Maybe I'm just tripping. But something looks dark back there. But hopefully I'm just not tripping, and that's what I think it is. But Lamar, Rashad Penny, Jay Jettas, a Jaquan Brisker that has a gnarly print line going on across the bottom right there. Wow. Bo Melton with the same thing. Now I'm hoping that, okay, thank God, it was just upside down. That's the dark I was seeing. I was hoping that wasn't it, if it was going to have that same print line. We got Jonathan Allen for the Commanders. A Terry Bradshaw on the pink. Jonathan Greenard. And a Kenny Galladay. A Thunder Lane Josh Allen. And then we are going to end this pack off with a silver mosaic, or a silver base, CD Lamb. Silver definitely pops on that. All right, so far nothing as far as the pink camo goes. No big rookies. I think the best pink camo I've ever gotten was like a rookie, Justin Herbert or Tua. I mean, let's see. Looks like we got just regular going on here. NFL debut, Breece Hall. Kendrick Bourne, Kyle Pitts, Aaron Jones, Tristan Wirfs, Drew Brees, Carson Strong. It looks like we're getting into the same print lines again. All right, our silver mosaic is going to be Alvin Kamara, and there's the GOAT Tom Brady on the green. It looks like that's National Pride. The National Prides for 2023 actually look very clean. They have like this how would I go? It's like a background that definitely with the flag that's, I wouldn't call it ominous, but it's definitely not easy to see, and it's like a forbearing background. It's kind of hard to explain. All right, touchdown masters Matthew Stafford. And then we got a green bang Deebo Samuel. All right. Let's keep this going. If I remember correctly, though, even though bringing up Brock Purdy, I think his pull rate is not that high in these. I mean, he was not a very prominent player in the early releases of cards, so definitely I know there's not much of him out there, which, definitely adds to the value. Right, Romeo Doubs on the color match for the Packers. That's nice. Definitely, fantasy-wise, he had a good game or two to start off the season. And there's Chris Olave on the pink camo NFL debut. Patty Mahomes, nice. Don't ever complain about hitting a Patty. Najee Harris, who definitely is looking a little bit slower this year. I don't know if he always seemed that slow or what. Maybe I didn't watch enough Steelers, but he definitely, I drafted him in fantasy this year, so I've been paying a lot more attention to him. And I don't know, seems to have lost a step or something. And I don't know about y'all. I have one league I'm in that I'm 2-0, and then I'm 1-1 in another league. And y'all let me know how y'all doing in y'all's fantasy leagues. I mean, there's a lot that's always going on when football when it goes on. There's always a lot. You got your fantasy leagues, your rip 'em fantasy leagues. People placing bets, parlays, and all sorts of stuff going on. I mean, unfortunately, can't do that since I live in Texas, but good old Prize Picks is always there to save the day. Jalen Naylor, and there's Sam Howell for the Commanders. All right, rookie on the green is Kyler Gordon, which I'm just going to keep from having to flip. Justin Fields, National Pride on the pink camo. Definitely a rough start for him to begin the season. Dallas Goedert. The Eagles are 2-0. As well, same as my Dallas Cowboys. But the Eagles, they're 2-0. But it doesn't look like them. Doesn't look like solid football. They definitely have been playing B- football, but getting by. I mean, not to knock them. I mean, I think at full strength, the Cowboys can go 1-1 with them, and then the playoffs. How the Cowboys do in the playoffs. So that's kind of questionable if we were to meet in the playoffs. But definitely, the Eagles aren't looking like themselves, in my opinion. Right, Mac Jones, National Pride. Kyler Murray, McNabb, Hall, Velus Jones, AJ Terrell on the silver mosaic, Wes Welker on the green, right, Marcus Mariota, Trey Lance, and a Brock Purdy. Nice. That was a QB pack right there. All three QBs on the pink camo. I'm actually not going to let you stack with the rest of them. All right. And then there's a PC hit just talking about the Cowboys. A green touchdown masters, Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott hasn't looked great, but he hasn't looked too bad. I mean, all you have to do is not turn the ball over, play your game, and let the defense handle its business. Don't put them in any bad situations, and I think we'll be all right. Now, I'm not going to be, I guess you could say, delusional and say, oh, this is our year, but, I mean, we could go far behind that defense. Micah Parsons is a whole nother beast. All right, Jim Kelly, Max Crosby, Cameron Jordan, Chase Young, a Drake Jackson, Snoop Connor, Cam Thomas. All right. And there's our Pink Camels National Pride, Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, and a Randy Moss. I was about to say there's a running back pack for you. All right, looks like we're halfway there. So far, not too bad. I mean, we got the Brock Purdy. That's kind of just what we were hoping for. At least one of those. Or at least one of the QBs in the pink camos, and that's one. So anything else here is a win. As long as that comes a PSA 10, this is pretty much all paid for. That or I get a Genesis and don't even have to be talking about the possibility of getting it paid for at a PSA 10. Of course, depending on the player pulled, but we still got 5 more to go. Charlie Collar, Bailey Zappi. You always hear me talk about it. I was rooting for him. Another Patrick Mahomes on the green mosaic. I mean, these aren't bad to grade either. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, it's a Patrick Mahomes, you know. Generational QB that you definitely, if you're ever considering sending anything off to PSA, you definitely aren't hurting yourself by sending it, especially if you go for the cheapest options that they have to send. All right, looks like we got a Hall of Fame. So I'm guessing that's the green because the other one was just regular on the Peyton Manning. Charles Woodson. Nice. All right. So what? 4 more packs include. That's including this one. I mean, I wouldn't complain for another Brock Purdy or even the Kenny Pickett in the pink camo. At least so that way I could say I have my bases covered. All right, Treylon Burks on the NFL debut. Jamal Williams. Singletary. Ditka. Cooper Kupp. Joe Green. Daxton Hill. Sauce. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Brian Burns. Anquan Bolden. Sean Alexander. Kyler Murray, and then a silver Kyle Juszczyk. All right. On to the next one. So far, no sign of Honeycomb, no sign of Genesis. Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Mack, Kyle Hamilton on the NFL debut. Amon-Ra, Jordan Poyer, Mike Evans, Marquez Callaway, Tyquan Thornton rookie, Cam Taylor-Britt rookie, Marcus Mariota on the green, Dak Prescott on the pink camo, Tua, and the Easy Eric Izukamna, Joe Green, and then the Will to Win green mosaic Josh Allen. All right. And Josh Allen, that's another one, you know, opening week against the Jets definitely looked rough. Was it 3 or 4 interceptions in that game? I was playing one of my friends in fantasy, and I thought those interceptions were going to help me out, and that last minute, was it 50-yard field goal or whatever it was to, looks like we got something there. Like a blue hit or something like that going on there. But that kick to send into OT really hurt me that pretty much called it game. Lost by like a 1.5 or something like that. I can't really remember the specifics. All right, Jonathan Allen. Jalen Hurts, George Pickens, Devin Lloyd, and a Taysom Hill on this blue. Let's see, is this numbered? That's the thing. Yes, it is. 6 out of 15. Nice. Okay. Marquez Callaway. Warren Sapp. Davis Mills. And a Brandon Ayuk on the pink camo. And then Daniel Jones and Devontae Adams. All right, so one numbered hit. Not going to complain about that. Well, Taysom Hill's more of a gadget guy. You know, I'm not going to complain about getting him on a low numbered card. See if I can make a deal with my brother on that or something. You know, he's a big Saints fan. All right, so it looks like we're going to end this off with no Genesis here. All right. Sam Howell on the debut. Juju. CD. Michael Vick. Eric Dickerson. Kyle Hamilton. Fedarian Mathis. And a silver mosaic National Pride Trevor Lawrence that looks clean. Aiden Hutchinson NFL debut green. Pink camo Justin Fields. Pink camo Jacoby Myers. And then a pink camo Nick Bonito. Aaron Rodgers, and it looks like we're going to end it on a will to win silver mosaic Joe Burrow. Not bad. I think this went pretty well. I mean, y'all let me know in the comments. But I would definitely also appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I guess that's going to be it here. Y'all let me know how y'all think I did. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.